if I told you you are not one decision away from a new life, but instead one identity shift away? Hi there, my name is Kelly, and today we are talking about the most powerful transformation you can make, the identity shift. Because once this clicks, everything changes. Most people focus on goals. I want more money, I want a better life, I'm going to do this way, I'm going to do that way. And to be quite honest with you, setting up goals, it's a great thing, especially if you're the type of person who needs guidance to get things figured out one step at a time. Or perhaps if you're the procrastinator type. It's never too much to have like short-term goals, mid-term goals, long-term goals. You know what I mean? It's nothing bad.
Goals that are achievable have to be quantifiable. Be it a number, be it something achievable. Decide what it is and make tomorrow the first day you go after it and create.
However, goals don't create transformation, but identity does. Because your identity determines what you believe, what you expect, and what you allow. But here's the issue. People try to create a new life with their old identity. And this is a problem.
That's when you give up on you. I want you to know that's the end of your belief right there. Because the belief then that people have is, they say, I can't do this, it's too hard. And they excuse themselves from change. And if you believe in that thought, you accept that thought, you surrender to that thought without analyzing it, it slips by your awareness.
And actually, if you create a new identity with your old life, well, technically, you still believe in your old life, not your new identity, right? In psychology, this is tied to self-image and behavior loops. In other words, your actions reinforce your identity, and your identity reinforces your actions. If you see yourself as someone who struggles, quote unquote, you will unconsciously act in ways that confirm that. I mean, we see this all the time. Two things that I learned from two spiritual teachers. One is Neville Goddard, who said, dare to assume you are what you want to be. And then Eckhart Tolle reminded us, you are not your past, you are the awareness behind it. So in other words, you are your awareness of what you are in the present moment, right now. So it means that your identity is not fixed, it's chosen. In reality, the identity shift happens in 3 steps, 3 simple steps. And please, doesn't mean that because it's simple that it's easy, but it's simple. The first one is awareness. Recognize your current identity.
You're going to make the same choice. You're going to demonstrate the same behavior. You're going to create the same experience, feel the same emotion. And then people say, oh, this feels right. This feels right to me. No, that feels familiar.
The second one is decision. Choose a new identity, not based on evidence, but based on intention, what you want to be.
Going from the old self to the new self, there is a neurological, there is a biological, there's a chemical, there's a hormonal, there's a genetic death of the old self. A part of you must die. Do you understand that?
And third, very important because this one is key, embodiment. You start thinking, feeling, and acting as that person before it becomes your reality.
And it is uncomfortable because the moment you decide to make a different choice, you're stepping from the known into the unknown. And the body wants nothing to do with that. It wants to cling to the familiar. And it tries to convince the brain there is no future.
Let's say you want to become wealthy. Instead of asking, how do I make more money? Ask, how does a wealthy version of me think? How do they make decisions? How do they react to challenges? That's the shift. every day ask yourself, what would my future self do right now? And then do that. Even in small ways, in small steps, little by little, you get there. Because after all, identity is built through repetition. One step at a time, repeating, and then we get there. So the truth is, your life doesn't change when circumstances change. And believe it that I used to think this way. Your life changes when your identity changes. So this was a short message, but if it has resonated with you, I have a free abundance meditation kit that can help you with shifting your identity immediately. It comes with an 11-minute guided abundance meditation, a 90-second emotion reset audio, and also a template. And this template goes along with a self-concept reflection template. And not only that, but you also get a 50 daily abundance affirmation template. So this way, you don't waste time to figure it out on your own. And again, it's free, and I will leave the link in the description below and on the pinned comments. And if you want more content like this, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you know the next time I upload new videos. And also, if you're new here, welcome. So, this is what I have for you today. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you the next time. Take care.